What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm gonna show y'all how I am doing my daughter's hair. I did like mini twists. I love these. I did these all last summer for her hair because they, depending on um, how they look after a couple weeks or whatever, you can keep these in a little longer. Like normally I will um, do her hair every 2 weeks, like clockwork. Um, One, because it makes it easier for me, because she has so much hair, and 2 weeks without having to do it, and then I have a lot of hair, so that 2 weeks without me having to do hers helps a lot. Plus, it allows it to grow as well. Her hair stays moisturized. And this is something that I used to have to go through at the same time too when I was growing up. Every 2 weeks my mom would do my hair. So just keeping that tradition. I know it looked like I pulled her hair, but I didn't. I actually called her and she pulled her hair back kind of crazy. I know that looked crazy, but I am not. This is not back in the day. And if y'all know, back in the day, our moms, like, look at the, oh my goodness, look at the shortage right there. It's insane. Her hair, she has the texture of like 4C, and the shortage, or I keep saying shortage, my god, the shrinkage is insane because she has so much hair, it's so thick, but when you blow dry it out you really get to see the length that it is. And her hair is so beautiful when it's blown out. It's beautiful in its natural state too, because I love natural hair. As y'all can see, I do my own natural hair on my channel, but just having it straightened out and everything, you can really see how long. And then of course it helps with trying to make sure that her ends and stuff is trimmed. But what I was going to go back to say is how, back in the day when we used to get our hair done, our moms used to be so rough. I know I wasn't the only one. They were so rough when doing our hair. It was insane. It was like they were just pulling, like, see how I'm pulling from the bottom here? Like, I know my mom did that sometimes, but it just would seem like she was pulling from the root to the end, and it was never ending. Like, brings back unpleasant memories, PTSD. And then if you didn't have your hair a certain way, you'll get popped in the head, or if you crying or something because it hurts so bad, you get popped in the head with the comb or the brush. It was just a wild time to be growing up. And so all my girls who used to get their hair done back in the day, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I know y'all can relate. If you can relate, say it in the comments, because I know y'all know that pain that I'm feeling when you got popped in the head, or a bally popped you in the head because they was twisting that thing tight. Oh my goodness. Or just getting in trouble. But yeah, anyway, I try to keep her hair done every 2 weeks. As you can see, I did one side. Here's another side. I just gave her a trim not too long ago, so she doesn't need another one. But here you see I'm just blow drying it. And the reason why I blow dry the hair before I do the twist is because it will give it the length. So what I use is mousse and grease. That's really it. I know for like professional hairstyles or professional hairstylists, they will use like a gel to, obviously if somebody is paying for this, but this is just, her hair. Even though her hair it's going to look nice, and she did love it, it's still, I don't be liking that, like, kicked up gel. I don't know. Sometimes the gel that you use can turn white, and for her hair and her scalp, she don't be needing all that. She can't use all that. Her scalp will dry up so fast. But here is that white stuff that I was talking about. That's just the mousse. So I'll just add some at the top, and then I'll braid it down. Maybe like go down maybe like 5 times, 6 times, just to make sure, start off with the braid. And then either break the one part of the thirds into 2 and then start twisting. And as you're twisting, you want to twist the actual strands too, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you guys have come across a video that was like this. At this point, this girl was falling asleep. And it's so funny because you know how we used to be back in the day, you so tired, but you gotta get your hair done. So her head is just wobbling everywhere. She's done for. Ain't do nothing today. You would think she done worked 6, 7 jobs, but my baby was just tired. But yeah, um, back to it. I just twist it, and then as I go down, I'll add some more mousse. And I use grease because, like I said, her scalp is super dry, and I haven't found a shampoo that hasn't dried her scalp out yet. Um, so she be needing all the extra moisture, and then I do have like a cream that I make myself, and that cream is is what I'll put throughout her hair. Like when I braid it, I'll show you guys another video when I do go back to braid her hair again. Um, but it's essentially just shea butter. Like shea butter works really good for her hair, and some other oils like avocado oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, coconut oil. It's just a bunch of other oils that I had put together and I melted down, and then it makes like a not a paste, but it's not. I didn't make it into an actual butter. I just let it dry just like that. Like I melted the other ones down so that they can all be incorporated, and then I just let it dry back to kind of a solid, but a little bit more creamier. If I'm making any sense. Sorry if I'm not. And then the regular grease that like once I part her hair and you see me using that grease, that's like the Blue Magic grease that we used to use back in the day. It worked. If it was, if it's broken, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Fix it. So for me, Blue Magic has always done wonders. Kept my scalp very greased and moisturized. And here my parts and stuff are not. They're not perfect because again, this girl has a lot of hair. This is just the style that she has been begging me for because I used to do it in the summer all the time and she wanted it. It's so versatile because you can do other little things with it, like put it in a ponytail in the back, do maybe 2 ponytails in the front, 1 ponytail in the front. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Probably try to style it a little bit once it starts getting a little, you know, it start growing out a little bit more. I'll show you how we can kind of finagle that. And I'm sorry that I'm out of frame here. Like I said, this girl head is just going every which way. But yeah, y'all, you know, as a mom, this is I think that learning how to do hair, your own hair and your daughter's hair really is very beneficial. And to me it's a bonding moment too, because normally what I'll do is like put a movie on and me and her watch a movie, couple movies depending on how long it takes us. You know, and for me you could put on like a movie from back in the day that you might like, and you know, have something that used to resonate with you now can, you know, you can show to your daughter and then she'll like it at the same time. I think it's really a good like bonding moment between mother and daughter, as long as you're not too rough and then you got PTSD like me when getting your hair done. But look here, I just was showing you guys how thick they are. So at first it might look like it's going to be a little crazy because like I said, you have to blow dry it just to make sure you get that length, because with the kind of hair that she has, with it shrinking so much, the braids or the sections wouldn't look as long if I just did it straight from washing. So if her hair is still wet and I go to twist it, it'll still twist very nicely. It will, with the mousse and everything, but then they won't be as long. And you know when you're a little girl and you start getting into like the girly stuff and looking at your hair, you're like, you be wanting your hair to look right. And trust me when I tell you, my daughter is just like that. She do not play when it comes to her hair. She loves suggesting styles, looking up stuff, seeing if I can do it. I'll try my best and we're gonna make it work. But yeah, for this, she definitely wanted this style again. So, you know, they might not be perfect, but it works. If I would have did mini ones, I would have been here all night. Insane. I think I started at, I want to say 7, and I don't think I got done till 12. Now, granted, we did take a little piece of break, but that's besides the point. it wasn't a long piece of break. But yeah, it's just, gives me time to like I said, bond with my daughter, maybe even talk to her. This could definitely be like a talking moment. I mean, she's 8 right now, so she's not at the age of too much talking. Um, but if she's just like how I used to be, very inquisitive. She has a lot of questions about just life stuff that she sees. So it definitely could be like a talking point for us. She'll tell me all her third grade drama that kids have nowadays, which I don't even understand how you're in the third grade and you got drama. Um, but I tell you what, it's so funny watching your kid grow up. Like for me, I don't know, I don't have many pictures of what I used to look like when I was a baby, and even kind of like 8 or 9, I guess. And yeah, I don't even think I really have pictures of her or of me when I was her age. And just seeing her, like, she looks so much like me, acts so much like me, it just gives me like I don't know, just like a warm feeling, y'all. Like, if you've been on my channel, you already know that I've had some issues with my mom, so I don't really have that connection with her that I would want. And, you know, creating a child is beautiful, but being able to kind of see what you used to be like and compare y'all just to see, the similarities is even better. And I have limited ones. But either way, having limited pictures and stuff like that, it is what it is. But I just can tell that from how I am now and knowing what I used to be, that, from what my memory serves me, um, that she's really like me. Like, she's my ace boon coon, and I love it because instead of me having it as a child, I can, I mean, it's unfortunate because, of course, who doesn't want um, their childhood to be better when it comes to their mom? But creating, um, at some point you're going to have to leave the nest anyway. So creating that family dynamic that you always wanted means a lot to me. Um, and I just thank God for her, for all my kids to be able to do this. Like, we are so loving towards each other. They say I love you every single day to each other, just randomly. Nobody has to say it. They'll just be like, they'll just call your name. Hey, Aaliyah, I love you. Mommy, I love you. And it's so sweet. These are the type of things as parents we can't take for granted, because even though they could be fighting and arguing and doing all this type of stuff, and the next thing you know, it's, oh, I love you, Mommy, I love you, Daddy, I love you, this. They love each other, and they love me, and I love them, and it shows that I'm doing something right. And as long as I can get that down pat, nothing else in life really matter, honestly, because this was something that I knew in my heart that I was going to have to change when it came to the family that I wanted to create, because I didn't want the same cycle to continue, being as though I don't have really a lot of memories um, with or about myself from when I was younger, and then just a lot of really probably emotional trauma with my mom. But knowing that these kids don't even have that and will not have that as long as I'm around is beautiful, and it just gives me a sense of happiness, because it's showing that I am breaking those cycles and bad habits and stuff within the family dynamic that I grew up with. By the grace of God, because I cannot have done this without God. To God be the glory. The way my childhood was, I definitely should have been a little bit more messed up, but the Lord did not see that. Did not see that for my life, and I thank Him and only Him. So yeah, y'all, this is just part of my parenting and family type thing that I got going on. And this was the next day. All I did was tie her hair down. I was thinking about adding some beads, but she didn't want me to. You can add like little stuff in it. But if you like this, y'all, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Thanks.